Hello everybody, this is the Wikstrand, so I have nothing against hokey fun adventure movies, unrelated pictures of Red Sonja and Conan the Destroyer and the Barbarians, but my god this is bad. I think this is one of the single worst adventure movies I've ever seen. Now, if this is even supposed to be an adventure movie, I think this is also supposed to be some kind of a comedy and a coming of age story of some description. I don't know, but I do know this. This movie absolutely fucking sucks. Let's find out why, shall we? This is Quest of the Delta Knights. Begin this march through misery by examining the first problem this movie is equipped with. Where exactly are we? Now they're saying that we are in Europe in the 15th or 16th century or something like that. Well, I don't know if that is the case because everybody's walking around in very silly outfits, especially when it comes to our villains. Lord Vulture, who along with his evildoers are going around in these incredibly silly outfits with wings on their helmets and stuff like that. This in a combination with some really hokey looking sets make this movie look and feel like a fantasy movie. This is especially true when it comes to the Manager, the witch bitch that is essentially Lord Vulture's boss. Her evil lair looks exactly like every evil fantasy villain's evil base from every movie that was made in the 80s and early 90s. So where are we exactly? So Lord Vulture and his bunch of evildoers are walking around killing people at will who are against them and stuff like that, and they're also selling people as slaves and stuff like that. And we're having this young boy who is being purchased by a friendly old man who then gives him his freedom immediately and starts to tell him about the Delta Knights, a sort of secret order that he is a part of. The Delta Knights' mission is apparently to find some kind of a place where knowledge is kept. Knowledge that has been sort of stolen from the lost city of Atlantis when the Romans took it. Wait, what? What exactly was that? What? The Romans invaded Atlantis and they stored all this, knowledge in some kind of a cave somewhere? Just for the fun of it? Why? What? Never mind about that. This is still not the biggest problem we're having with this movie. So he's sort of being brought up, under the very nose of, Lord Vulture, who's looking for people who might, be in cahoots with the Delta Knights, because he's also looking for this, treasury of knowledge and stuff like that. The Delta Knights' mission is essentially to find this den of knowledge and then, help it to benefit mankind and lead them into a new age of light and glory and stuff like that. And of course, Lord Vulture, captures the old man, and now he's gonna try to rescue him together with a wannabe hero and a saucy wench who may also be a princess of some description, so that they together can, find this treasury of knowledge, and so that humanity can benefit from it, and everybody will become happy and stuff like that, and also stop Lord Vulture. This movie is a movie where absolutely nothing happens. They're even making an escape from prison boring. If you have a sequence where somebody's been rescued from a prison boring, then you know that you are in trouble. You have, on top of that, horrendously awful acting, some very hokey writing, some very bad action sequences when we do have them, and oh yeah, I totally forgot it. Nothing fucking happens in this movie. Jesus Christ. We have a boring first act. We have a confusing herky-jerky second act. And then finishing this cavalcade of hell off with a third act that is stupid, has a horrendous cop-out, and also betrays the entire movie. What the fuck was that? And also, yeah, we have a terrible villain in this one. If you have a terrible villain, you are in big trouble, because Lord Vulture is really trying to channel his inner Alan Rickman from, you know, Prince of Thieves or something like that, but he fails horrendously. He is both boring and overacting at the same time. I didn't know you could do that, or that you even was allowed to be able to do that. Pair that with some boring protagonists without personality, and you have a horrendously bad stew going on here. I love adventure movies, but somehow they not only made this movie boring and a complete waste of time, but the fucking ending was the worst thing of all. And also, it's ugly looking, it's cheap looking, it's boring, and the few adventure action sequences we do have looks horrendously bad and horrendously cheap. Stay away from this movie if you can. Also, it isn't so bad that it actually becomes kind of charming in how bad it is. It is just boring, bad, and a complete waste of time. I fucking hate this movie and their cute little references they make, because, you know, the young boy is called Leonardo from the small city of Vinci. Ooh, sweet Jesus. If the manager could have been a more prominent villain in this movie, maybe it could have worked. Except the sequence when she tells Lord Vulture that he has to find the, you know, knowledge thing. Did she have any more sequences except that? I don't think so. She just vanishes, never to be seen again. Great use of your main villain, idiots. I have no idea who the Quest for the Delta Knight was made for. Was it made for, you know, role-playing nerds who wants to see good fantasy movies? You ain't gonna get that. Do you want to have, you know, a fun treasure adventures for younger teenagers? You ain't gonna get that either, because they're wasting so much time with this map, and I was so disinterested in the whole fucking thing. It is not a fun adventure movie at all. It's just a boring, mundane, and incredibly slow-moving thing. I give Quest for the Delta Knights 2 points. Bad villains, bad heroes, bad story, horrible finish, everything fucking sucks. So I'll see you next time for Well So and So reviewing, well, such and such. Thank you for watching. Thank you very much.